it's Patty. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite Christmas cookie recipes. And I have my little helper here. This is my oldest daughter, Leah. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
And tell everyone how old you are.
I'm 5, and I hope you will like our video. I'm peeling some chocolate chip.
Yeah, she is currently unwrapping Hershey's Kisses. Now, before we get started on the actual recipe, I want to let you guys know that this is a collab with Rachel from Rachel Bliss. She has a super fun channel. She does a lot of cleaning videos, shop with me's. She has a lot of ideas. She has girls, so she has a lot of ideas of things to do with her girls. So definitely go check out her channel. It's a lot of motherhood lifestyle, motivational videos. She definitely is a boss mom. She works and does YouTube, so definitely check her out. I'll leave her video and her channel in the description box down below, and definitely go check her out because she's going to be baking too. And who doesn't want to check out yummy Christmas treats around this time of year? So let me go ahead and share with you guys what we are cooking today. Should we tell them what type of cookies we're making?
Yeah, we're making snow cookies.
Snowball cookies, right?
Yes, for Ella's birthday party.
Yes, one of my other kids, Ella, is turning 1, and she is having a winter wonderland this week. So we thought it would be fun to make snowball cookies. I actually make these every year at Christmas time. Yes.
And it's Ella's birthday coming.
Yay.
And she's just a baby. She's gonna be 1.
Oh yeah. So let me go ahead and share it. This is one of my favorite recipes, and it originates from Betty Crocker. Her original recipe is what I am using, but I have changed a few things, so I wanted to share with you the things I changed. I'm going to go ahead and leave the recipe that it originated from in the description box, but I do change up a few things just for our taste, so I'm going to share the things I changed in this video. So the first thing you need is a sugar cookie mix, which makes life so much easier. So I think we have enough Hershey's Kisses here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to clear this to make some space. Okay, so while Leah finishes peeling our Hershey's Kisses, I am just going to pour this into our mixing bowl. So it makes it a lot easier having a lot of the ingredients. I am always looking for like semi-homemade. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if she's still around, but did you guys watch Semi-Homemade on Food Network? I always loved her ideas, and I feel like she was always so great at hosting. So anyways, these, since I learned how to bake, these have always been one of my go-to Christmas cookies, and I know my family always looks forward to me making them. And I just feel like they're a fun, festive cookie for this time of year. So, okay, thanks, Leah. Can you throw that away?
Sure.
In our mixing bowl, we have the cookie mix. Then I'm going to have Leah help me, and you are going to add a 1/4 cup of cocoa.
Oh.
And this is what makes them nice and chocolatey, which chocolate is our favorite, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
chocolate.
So can you pour this?
I had 1 chocolate today.
I think this might be too big. No, actually, you can try to scoop it in. It's okay if it spills a little bit.
Okay, that's enough.
Well, it's not full yet.
Oh yeah, that's full. Too many, right?
That's perfect. Okay, so can you pour that in?
Okay, and here?
Yep. Okay, and we probably should have done this first, because now we'll get it in our flour. But we're also going to put a 1/4 cup of flour. Flour. This is what makes bread and cookies and all sorts of yummy things. Okay, so fill up this cup with flour.
Do like this.
You gotta do a big cup. Yeah, got it all in there. Get it all in there like that. And then you can swipe it. You're gonna swipe it with your finger? Like this.
That's what I was going to do.
Perfect. Okay, can you dump that in the bowl? Awesome. Okay, so next we are going to stir all of that. Can you stir it for me?
Sure.
And while Leah is stirring, I remember growing up, and it was always really fun. We would get those like prepackaged Christmas cookies, and those were like our Christmas tradition to always get those like cookies. And my husband as well, he grew up on those and he loves those. So when I think of Christmas, like growing up, those were a really fun treat for us. Let me know in the comments down below, what is like, when you think of like Christmas and cookies, what is your like go-to memory as a child? Leah, what are your favorite cookies that Mommy makes?
My favorite cookies, when you make, is, a thing what you make, for birthdays.
Oh, you like the ones I make for birthdays? The ones with a lot of frosting? Oh, I make the royal icing, like, sugar cookies for birthdays. And you like those with the pretty decorations on them?
Yeah.
We're going to be making some of those for Ella's birthday. We're going to make some snowflake ones, but not today, right? It's still pretty late. So we just want to mix it so that way it's all one color. Like, we don't want the white peeking through. So I'm just helping Liam mix it a little bit. So I have my cup of butter here, so we're going to mix in the butter. Do you want to pour it in or do you want to mix? What do you want to do?
I want to mix.
Okay, so I'm going to pour it while you mix.
Okay.
Ooh. So we're pouring it in and Leah's going to mix that up. Okay. So let me know. We tend to add like a new tradition each year for Christmas, and I'm going to tell you guys in a little bit what new tradition we're starting this year once ears are not around. But let me know, what are some of your favorite Christmas traditions, because I'm always looking for traditions. Leah, Mom's going to add the egg because eggs make your hands really dirty. So I'm going to do the eggs, and then you have a fun project to do. You ready to hear your fun project?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the changes I make to the recipe. It calls for ½ cup of almonds. I put like a big handful. I don't measure it really, but I use pecans instead. I just like the taste better and the texture it gives better than almonds. So that's one of the things I changed. So Leah, your fun job, you got to be super duper careful with your fingers. You're going to take this and you're going to hammer it. You're going to go like this. Because we want it into little tiny pieces.
Okay.
Okay, so you do that. Watch your fingers. Make sure your fingers are never there. So we added the egg and then we just finished pounding the pecans. And I just want to show you like the consistency of them. You don't want huge chunks, so any of the huge chunks, like Leah did this, so she did a great job. And we're just going to mix that into our mix. And we already added the egg.
And
yes.
Mommy a little bit helped me.
Yes, just to get the last few pieces. So we're going to go ahead and dump the pecans in. And you want it like thick enough where there's like a few chunks, but you don't want it where you're like just eating chunks of pecan. So,
no.
So one of the other things we are changing is it calls for 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and I don't like the almond extract in the cookies for me, so I just use vanilla. So you are going to pour that in for me, cutie.
What is that?
This is vanilla extract. It makes the cookies taste so delicious. Can you pour it in for me?
Goodness.
And then we're going to mix the whole thing, and while Leah's mixing...
Okay, I get to mix. Good idea.
Okay, so while Leah... Here, let me put it in here like that, and then you can finish mixing. Do you want to mix it with your hands instead of the spoon?
Why mix it with my hands?
So that you get everything really good. You can mix it with the spoon, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leah is going to be mixing everything. We have all our ingredients in the bowl, and she's going to be mixing it, and while she's mixing it, I'm going to get a baking sheet ready. The oven is already preheating to 375, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with our cookie mixture and the Hershey's Kisses that Leah has already peeled. What you do once the cookie mixture is ready is I use this, this is by the OXO brand, and it's a cookie scooper. That way they're all the same size. And then I love lining my cookie sheets with this parchment Reynolds. It's like pre-done. So, yes.
Is that a Christmas one?
No, those are just regular. So I take a scoop of it, and then you are going to, Leah's going to help me with some. You're going to put the kiss, and then you end up just rolling it and wrapping the whole mixture into around the Hershey's Kiss. So you wrap the mixture like this, and it forms a ball around the Hershey's Kiss.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'm mixing it, and then you'll see it. So this is what it kind of shapes all around the, sometimes you need to add a little, like here it didn't cover the whole bottom, so you need to sometimes add a little bit more and then just kind of shape it. And then once you can roll it like this, that means there's enough on there. And then I just put it on here. So Leah, you want to make a ball?
Sure.
Okay. So you got to do a little bit bigger of a scoop than the regular cookie scoop.
So you got to roll it into a ball.
Yeah, once I have it rolled, you're going to roll it, finish rolling it for me, okay?
Okay.
So you roll it for me. So we put all our cookies on the baking sheet and we are going to stick them in the oven, and then I'll show you what makes them into snowball cookies. But it is getting very late and this cutie needs to go to bed, so I'm going to set aside some for her to decorate in the morning, but she wanted to say goodnight to all of you, right?
So good night, but I was asking, I hope you like our video, and we make these little balls, and I get to put them on the
baking sheet.
The baking sheet. I hope you join the Christmas cookie recipe. We're gonna make snowflake ones.
We're going to make snowflake cookies soon, yeah. Give me a high five, girl. Thanks for helping me cook. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, so Leah is in bed, and I told her she could decorate a few of the cookies in the morning, but I wanted to get the bulk of these done, and it's super late. So the way the recipe calls for these to be finished off once they come out of the oven is right away you coat them in powdered sugar, and then you let them cool completely, and then you coat them in powdered sugar again, and that kind of creates like a glaze around the cookie. And then for us, a lot of times I just do the one, like when they're kind of warm but not completely cool, so it doesn't create like that thick sugar coating. So I kind of do like an in-between. I don't do it twice. I just coat it once when they're like not completely cooled but not steaming hot out of the oven. Like I do an in-between, and I only do one coat, because if not, I find that it's a little bit too sugary. So that's one of the other things I change with the recipe. Also, when this recipe was created, it was like a regular size Betty Crocker sugar mix, and now I can only find the value size. I'm sure they sell the regular size somewhere, but usually I can only find the value size that's 20% more. So I have found that because it's 20% more, the mixture is a lot more crumbly. So I have to make them a little bit bigger and bake them for about 12 minutes, which I don't mind them being a little bit bigger, because then the chocolate, it's not like all Hershey's Kisses, like you can actually taste cookie too. So I like it, and it's not a problem for me, but just keep that in mind with the recipe, that it is a little bit crumbly. So they've been sitting out for about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and coat them in the powdered sugar. Also, last year I did freeze them after I coated them in the powdered sugar, and I did, once I took them out of the freezer, I re-coated them. Probably this year, if I want to freeze any, I will just freeze them like this before I coat them in the powdered sugar. But since the party is just in 2 days, I'm going to go ahead and prepare them and just Ziploc back them. Okay, so here are some of the finished snowball cookies. And I did mention earlier that I wanted to share a new Christmas tradition we want to try to start this year. We try to do different add like new traditions as our family grows and as the kids change and get older and different things like that. We're able to do a lot more with the kids, which is so exciting. One of our favorite things to do is we usually go to a live nativity that is in the area that we absolutely love, but it falls this year on the weekend of my daughter's first birthday, so we're just not going to be able to make it this year. But that is a really fun tradition we love for the kids, and I think they'll really enjoy that as they get older. But now that little ears are not around, I want to share with you a fun new tradition we want to start. One of our other traditions we have is we watch the Polar Express and have hot chocolate every year, and it's like a family thing. We do popcorn, Christmas PJs, and have hot chocolate, and it's really fun. We put tons of blankets and pillows on the floor, and we've been doing it for a few years now. So a new Christmas tradition we are adding this year is we are going to be hiding tickets under the kids' pillows, and then we're going to pretend to put the kids down really, really early. They're not going to realize that it's so early because they're still younger. So we're going to put them down early, and then like we're going to wait like 2 or 3 minutes, and then Chris is going to walk in, and he's going to have like a hat and say all aboard, and he's going to ask for their tickets, and we're going to do like a whole like Polar Express type thing and ask for their tickets. And then every year the kids get slippers, and I used to put them in their stocking, but I realized we always needed the slippers on the night that we would go look at Christmas lights. Like we would always go to a place where you drive through and look at Christmas lights. Like that was, so this is like an add-on to that tradition. And we always wanted their slippers for that night because it's usually late, and that way the kids can have their slippers on. So, so we're gonna have slippers waiting for them by the door, hot chocolate like to go, and like a little Christmas snack. And I'm so excited. I think the kids are gonna get such a kick out of it because they're gonna be in their Christmas PJs, and I think they're gonna love it. So I'm super excited to create that tradition and add on to like traditions that we've had from the past. So anyways, I just wanted to share because I've shared in a few videos from years past like certain traditions we've had, and we add and change over time. So I feel like baking Christmas cookies makes me so nostalgic of Christmases past and excited for Christmases to come. So I wanted to share those with you too. I hope you guys enjoyed this Christmas cookie bake with me and baking with Leah too. It meant the world to her that I included her in this video. So definitely show her some love because she was beyond excited. It was just so precious to my heart. And definitely make sure you go check out Rachel's channel and see her baking with her kids, because I'm sure she's sharing a super yummy treat with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!